Badge, badge. What you gonna do when it's hot outside? Ooh, I know what. Listen to Badge. What you gonna do when the trains are down? Ooh, I know what. Listen to Badge.
Guys, we're back.
Hi.
We're reunited.
We took kind of like a 1 week hiatus.
That's true. We were on our own terms. We were seeing other people.
We were taking a sabbatical from each other.
You have to see Zuzu how cute she's laying.
Oh, she's a really good co-host.
She just sits there and does nothing.
She's our band director, except we have no band. And then she just lies there.
She's sitting on like 3 pillows. So yeah, I gave myself the Rachel haircut from Friends. 15 years too late. It's so weird too, because after I did it, they were like, "Oh, we're opening salons next week," and I was like, "Fuck!" I didn't realize it was that close. I would have waited.
Well, you did a good job doing a haircut to yourself. I only do bangs, but the good thing with a little bit lightly long hair, like it'd be crazy if you gave yourself a short do,
like really short, like just. I always wanted to shave my head, but I feel like I would be a mistake. I feel like people that shave their head and have glasses always look weird.
Well, it takes forever to even grow back into a way that you can style it.
Right, and then everyone just assumes you have cancer, and when you don't, they're disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just made a bad haircut.
You're just crazy.
So, how do you feel about Kanye? Are you going to vote for him?
I like him better than Biden and Trump.
Me too, and I also. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Well, I don't think he sexually assaulted anyone, so I like that.
That should be his slogan.
Yeah.
I haven't fucked anyone that didn't want to get fucked. Although, I feel like he probably fucks Kim and she looks like a robot half the time. Sorry, I just keep doing this thing. I would vote for him. I would hope he runs as Republican just to like really give Black people a hard time to vote for him.
Yeah. I love the idea of Kim Kardashian being our first lady. She's actually done a lot of stuff for Black Lives Matter, of overturning a lot of legal.
That is true. I think it's hard now because I don't know if he's actually serious or not, but she has worked on getting a lot of those cases. What's it called? Not acquitted.
Well, they get overturned, or like
right.
She does the defense for, I guess, so they can get out earlier.
Yeah, but there's another word. I can't think of it right now. I'm losing my mind. I think that I'm getting dementia. Am I too young for dementia?
I don't know. There is early onset dementia, but I think just not remembering words is somewhat
just
normal.
Stupid.
I can't remember words when I'm on stage, when it's the most important time to remember words, and then I'll use a vocab word that doesn't really fit well.
I like if you're hanging out with somebody that's a little stupid, and if you don't know a word, you just make a word up, or like a word that doesn't make sense, but they're too dumb to say anything.
I remember, kind of like if you forget that it's called a Band-Aid, and then you just call it a finger protector on stage, and then you can hear everybody in the audience go, finger protector.
Finger protector. They're like, are we calling them finger protectors now? Did Band-Aids get canceled?
Is she English? That's weird.
That is funny. But yeah, like that word's gonna fucking bother me so much. But yes, she's helping a lot of Black people get out of prison early, or people that I guess shouldn't have been in there to begin with.
Yeah.
I think if he actually ran earlier, and because I think it's too late for a bunch of states to even put him on the ballot now, right? Isn't that it? A bunch of states have closed the process or whatever.
I guess so. And the other thing too is that what I saw is that he hasn't even begun to do the paperwork to run. I don't know what that is. Do you think we could go online and fill that out and then
fill it out for him?
Yeah.
We could do a GoFundMe, I'm sure, to raise some money for him.
His
he doesn't
campaign.
need any money.
It's fun to like think that a lot of those guys start campaigning 4 years before the year of the campaign. And then to just have somebody like, remember when Bloomberg was like a year out, was like, I'm going to campaign.
And you're like, this takes 20 years.
Yeah. But he has so much money, but then he got shot down with his like stop and frisk policies. And I think a few sexual harassment too.
But it's like sexual harassment, is that even Me Too stuff? Like sexual harassment is not touching though, right?
Well, it can be a bad joke at the office can be considered
right. Or kind of like how
harassment.
a bee is flying by you. I feel like that's what sexual harassment. You're like, please stop.
Yeah,
I don't,
like the guy that gives you maybe a light back rub at your waitressing job.
The guy that like sniffs your hair.
Yeah, like those kind of guys.
I think that's what Biden's doing. But I also saw Biden doing a lot of like around the boob kind of holding on kids.
He's so weird.
Yes. He's that would be also the worst time for him to have a stroke, because he would actually end up touching a kid inappropriately.
Yeah, it just like dies on top of them.
I think Kanye could have won. I think it's a little late, and I don't think he's actually serious. I think if he took it seriously, he could win, because it would take one famous person trying to take out another. Trump was like, not a movie star, but a celebrity.
Yeah. I think he needs somebody, or at least Trump needs someone that's on his same level. Although I've never really seen Kanye speak publicly. I've only seen him rap.
But what about when he took the award from Taylor Swift?
Yeah, that was eloquent.
And then he also said that Bush hates Black people.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was really a really awkward moment on TV for Mike Myers.
I wonder if people would bring that up during his debate. Like, do you remember when you said that George Bush hates Black people? I wonder if he now thinks that Bush hated Black people, or if that was just like a fleeting thing.
Yeah. Well, it's weird that he says that.
Right.
And then he's buddies with Trump, whose dad and him were known for not allowing Black residents or to apply to be in their building.
I think for a while, that was like kind of the beginning of Kanye's famous. So like, he was still kind of Black. At some point, I think you get so rich and you have no race. I think right now he's so rich, he's just a rich person. He doesn't identify as like, you stop having any identity other than just being a rich person.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd love to get to that level.
Yeah, where we're not even women.
Yeah, we're just like,
Dudes.
like a doll with no parts.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So you just have like no nipples, just like bumps everywhere?
We're just eunuchs with no dark areolas or pink lips coming out of our pussy.
Can we also do away with dark assholes?
Yes. It is really funny to think that like baby buttholes aren't as dark as they are now when you're older.
I know, but it's right, but you can't. How creepy is it if you tell somebody I've been checking my kid's asshole every day to make sure it's not changing?
Yeah, like I just started any sign of brown, I start bleaching it.
Right. Imagine somebody telling another parent that and they'd be like, I just asked what you make for like gluten-free meals. Like,
I know.
Oh.
I also think this sounds very like child molesty, but there's probably something so cute about their buttholes before the first shit comes out. It's like brand new, like a new iPhone.
Oh, like not even pre-owned, just like brand new out on the showroom.
Yeah. Like you can kiss it and not get sick.
Unless the mom shit on the baby and it got all over it.
It got into there.
When the mother shits. That's probably the worst part about having a baby, is then also just shitting.
I mean, how can you not? I mean, sometimes I'll pee when I'm shitting.
Yeah, like, sometimes like we've talked about peeing while you sneeze.
Yeah, there's a lot of times when I go running, I just have liquid coming out of my vagina and I'm drenched.
I would think, although my sister, when she had the baby, she did not shit, which I was surprised at.
That is great. Did she not eat a day in advance?
I don't know. Is that what you're supposed to do?
I don't know. No one ever tells you that. There's a lot of people that had COVID babies. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. There's so many of our friends that we know that have had babies during quarantine.
Yeah. I think this is the best time to have a baby, though.
I agree, because then the dad's around nonstop, so he
And
can
he
help.
kind of, while you just pack your stuff and leave.
Yeah, like there's no way the dad can be like, I'm really busy. I had a full day of work, so.
And you're like, you don't have a job.
So
He's like, well, I'm gonna go drink
diapers.
with my buddies. And it's like, well, the bars are closed.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna go feed the homeless. It's like, you don't like homeless people.
They're fucked. They have to do full responsibility right now.
Do you think if you knew quarantine would be for like 2 years, you would just get pregnant and have a baby?
Sure. If I knew how long quarantine was going to last, I'd probably go and get a degree.
Like your associates or bachelors?
I'd get a bachelor's with online classes.
I mean, you could just do that anyway, though.
Right now?
Yeah, you could do it while we're podcasting. You could just be online getting your degree. What are you going to get your degree in? Basket weaving?
Basket weaving. I was thinking maybe what Tracy did, like marketing or social online marketing stuff, just for us.
That is smart if you could do that and try and help yourself out. Like business, anything business is always good.
I could probably write it off as like a learning course for our business.
Or maybe a business expense.
Yeah.
Where you're growing your audience. And then they're like, what is your audience now? And you're like, well, it's not much better. I didn't really get a good grade in the class. So obviously that's what they should do for these people in school. They should give them our Instagram and tell them to grow it as their project.
I would love that. You know what I've discovered, and I'm thinking about doing this. So I tried out a bit last night by just filming it off of my phone and using a ring light. And I just put it online, and it gets way more attention than anything I've done. That
it's so much easier.
It's so much easier that I was thinking I might just do a whole special where I'm cleaning my apartment and then I just tell jokes while I'm cleaning.
I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Even vacuuming.
Yeah.
No one has to even know what you're saying. I always thought if you had a big family, you could do a special right now if you're all quarantined together.
Oh, yeah.
Like a nice Latin family where there's like 6, 7 kids, the mom and dad, maybe some cousins.
Yeah. I think about like, you know, like the Jackson 5 and the Osmond family. Like sometimes they get
perfect.
Mad. We had 4 in our family, and it was annoying that my dad never beat us into a band. Like I'm really mad at him about that.
Maybe he just was, he knew it would have been called, I can't remember anything. I think I'm really losing my mind. I'm going to have to just scratch that whole idea.
This is going to be great. Guys, help.
I'm officially losing
Adrienne
my
get
mind.
A new brain.
How can I get a new brain? Can I just take Zuzu's?
Yeah. I think it'd be funny if you guys switched, like you guys bumped into each other while there was a lightning storm and you switched brains.
Ooh, that would be a fun movie.
Yeah.
Where I'm just licking everyone's assholes. Yeah, because that's all she likes to do is smell people's asses.
What's Zuzu doing?
I don't know. I guess she's doing this podcast with you. There's just a picture of me sleeping over there.
That would be so cute if we could teach Zuzu how to talk.
Yes. Oh, did you hear the thing about what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell, that she says she has videos of the prince fucking somebody?
I hope so. I hope if I was her, what does she have to lose? Just fucking
nothing at this point.
Throw everybody under the bus, get yourself a good deal, and let us find out who are all these pieces of shit.
The thing is, I know everyone's making jokes about it, but Clinton, they can't really kill her. They've already killed him, so they can't kill her also. If I was her, I would just let everything out on the table. I would also, this is the other thing too, if you're a pedophile, why would you have sex with a kid in somebody else's house? I mean, if they're okay with you fucking children, they're probably okay with taping it. Like,
yeah.
It's just
yeah, didn't he have that room, that media room where he had video cameras everywhere?
Right. It's just like, you think this is just like a cool dude who's open to like pedophilia? Like he's obviously going to use this against you at some point. I just don't know how these pedophiles are so dumb. What did you think was going to happen?
I know, like,
this guy was just like open-minded and like free-loving.
yeah, like he's just like a really nice guy.
I mean, the whole thing is crazy to me. I would love to know what she got out of it.
I have no idea. The only thing I can think of is like a lot of women do really stupid shit when they're in love.
Right, but like we've done stupid stuff. I bought like rims for an ex-boyfriend, but like as soon as somebody was like, "Hey, I kind of want to fuck this kid," I'd be like, "I'm out." Like,
yeah.
I'm just not. I'll get you more rims, but I'm definitely not going to do that.
Yeah, I couldn't. There's no way that in a million years I wouldn't do that for love. That's what Meatloaf was singing.
Right. Do you think, isn't that the one thing he wouldn't do, but I won't do that? Do you think he meant I won't let you fuck kids?
Yeah.
It might be.
I think so. It just seems like a lot of work to like manipulate people. I just don't have that energy in me.
Also, just to have a catalog of these pedophile tapes everywhere in your house.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of work. That's the thing I think about with all these people that have these weird impulses that they have to act on. I'm like, even when I was full on drinking, there were times where I was just too lazy to go get the drink, that it was just easier to just stay at home and sleep.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end. Is she just going to turn all these people and they're going to let her free? Because she's going to end up getting murdered anyway. But I guess she feels like I might as well just do it and get everyone else in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, she'll probably get a plea deal, maybe a witness protection. She has so much money.
When you're that famous, though, where is she going to go that people won't know who she is? Like, this is a big national story.
Well, she could grow out her hair longer and make it blonde and move to Mexico.
And everyone will just be like, that lady looks familiar.
There's still a lot of people that aren't even probably keeping up with that. She'd have to live in like a small village where they don't get a lot of news.
Or she could probably, if she moves to Mexico, she'd probably get in with the cartel.
Yeah.
Because she's like, obviously willing to do stuff that's like not on the straight and narrow. So I'm sure like drugs isn't going to be that big of a deal.
I know it's not like she's leaving behind a huge network of friends, because I'm sure everyone that was famous that knew her or friends with
just
her
like graduated from high school.
Yeah,
all her friends are they're too cool to hang out with her now.
They've just distanced themselves from her.
Such a weird thing. Like, you're just friends with a bunch of kids and they just like go off to college.
Yeah, get jobs and get married, and then you're like, where did all my friends go?
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I also, don't you find it fascinating that you're like, how is it that everybody has a photo with her? Like, to me, it's like she's like Santa at the mall. Like, everybody took a photo with Ghislaine. And then it seems like all she ever did was go to costume parties.
Well, I saw the picture with her and Trump and Trump's wife, where it's just the four of them and Epstein, and you're like, what a weird picture, right? Like to know back in the day what was going to happen to all these people.
Yeah,
like everyone used to love Trump before he was president.
Oh yeah, well, he was just like a fun, outrageous dude.
Yeah, and I think he was, somewhat of a celebrity because of that. But like now he's so off the wall now that anyone who liked him and they were like, hey, I think he's an awful president, but he's fun. Even those people now are like, hey, man, you need to like chill out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, some of the stuff you're doing, like even the stuff with the prisoners and stuff, where you're like, okay, so not the prisoners, the soldiers. Most people that are in the military are Republican. That's just the way it is,
Yeah.
And now those people that are in the military are like, well, this guy's like going against us. So it's like, they probably also are not supporting him now either.
I don't think so. Because I have a friend that, one friend he's black and I went to high school with him. He's in the military and has been a long-term employee of them. And also he does the recruiting program, and he has his cadets that he works on to get them like scholarships and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure he's anti-Trump just by looking at his what he posts.
The guy that I dated that was in the military was a Republican, the black dude. I mean, he voted for Obama, obviously, but like he voted Republican, I think, pretty much up to that. I would imagine he's not voting for Trump. He's just the worst.
Well, especially with the COVID thing, like it's kind of funny that we can't go anywhere. Like I was thinking it's like we have lice.
Yeah, that was a really funny thing. I think you tweeted it, right? That,
yeah.
Like, Carmen did something funny too. She was like, it's like America, if we were on Tinder, everyone would swipe left on us.
Yeah.
We're not allowed anywhere.
We're just dirty and gross and outlandish.
But like Brazil's numbers are insane.
Yeah.
Did you see what their numbers are, like 50,000 new cases a day?
Yeah, well, they also have like an extreme amount of poverty over there. So, and then they also have a president that's just like Trump.
Yeah, and he also, I think, has it.
Yeah. How did Trump not get it? Maybe he did, and he just.
I think he might have gotten it.
Knowing him and how what is the word, impervious, being able to like do whatever without having any consequences makes me feel like of course he would have COVID and it just never showed up.
He probably had it. I just feel like if he got it though, I think he'd be like, I had it, it was the best, it's great for America. I think if he had it. Yeah, all of us should get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So bizarre though.
Well, I mean, for a moment, I really thought that I was going to be able to do that show in July, but then it just kept spiking everywhere. And I know I asked Chris Allen, who lives near that area, and he said their numbers are good, but it's just like I think I saw Brian Callen, who also dealt with the Chris D'Elia shit, and then him going out on the road and then testing positive while he was out on the road. Like,
he also got it too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he just looked like, and him and Brendan Schaub, both of them got it, that it just it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, and also to go out and get it, like say I would go on the road and nobody even came out and I also got COVID and I didn't make any money. You're like, man, this is terrible. I could have just stayed home. Like, what if you go somewhere, you get it, and then you have to quarantine for 14 days somewhere in a hotel? Like, you have to pay for that also.
Yeah.
It's not like the club's going to put me up if I get it in Tennessee or something. Then I have to pay for 14 days to stay in some hotel by myself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem that smart. It's a little bit better if you're driving, but I think flying anywhere right now, I don't know.
Well, it's like we were walking, Gary Veter lives nearby us, and we were walking around our neighborhood, and he was like, let's go check out, there's a rooftop bar over here on Steinway. And then we were like, what are we going to do? Are we really going to do a weekly show? How annoying is it to book during quarantine? And then what are we going to get out of it? Like, nothing.
Are you guys were going to go there to see if you could do a show? They probably would let you.
Yeah. But we were just saying, like, even for once a week, is it really worth it to put on a show I don't know.
He also has a baby.
Yeah, I think we're just all going stir crazy because we went to the drive-in one because he was there with Sean Donnelly, so we thought it would be fun just to go hang out and say hi.
Yeah.
And it's not as busy as it was previously. And here's another thing. They put a few tables in the front so people could sit outside and watch it at tables. And there was a lady that just by herself came in with the 6-pack, her tits just jiggling out of her dress, and then made the whole show about herself. And then there were a group of kids, like not kids, but like 20-year-olds on their phone the whole time. And you're like,
this is why we need you to be in cars.
Yeah.
I know. This is where it's like, get in a car, jiggly titty lady. That lady does not want to be at a comedy show.
She wants to be the party.
Yes, she wants to get drunk and flash everyone, which is great. But it's like, don't come sit at the show. You don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I know. That's the thing. Like, do you really miss stand-up?
No.
I've actually just thought.
I like doing club spots, though.
Club spots are fun. Or if you get to go on the road, like what a friend is fun. Like when I opened for Ari, that was fun. Or even like with Louie and I was with Cypher and stuff. That's fun. But I don't know about doing the road by yourself. It is really a very sad life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you and Joe could go on the road together, but I guess the issue there is like if you're not co-headlining, then like one of you is not making great money.
No, exactly. And then I just sometimes, yeah, when you're not making great money, especially when I was featuring there, especially towards the end, I was like, I'm going to have to cut down my travel with Joe, like opening for him, because it's just not worthwhile. He's actually like losing money because he's paying for my flight.
So it's not, you're better off staying at home and knitting scarves and selling them.
I've been selling, I just got into Poshmark. So I've been
selling. That you were selling Doc Martens or something.
I sold them and it was it was really easy. And they give you the label with because they know how much it weighed or whatever, or I weighed it. And then all I did is just walk to the post office, dropped it off, and then I made $48. I sold them for $65 and then Poshmark.
That's pretty good.
So I'm just doing that.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. I'll just start selling stuff. First of all, I have a yoga mat that I don't think I've used in 4 years. Yeah. It's like sell it.
Sell it.
Even if I get $10 for it.
I have a really nice camera and I just used it once and I feel like my iPhone does way better stuff now. That I'm like selling it. Yeah. Or I can just pay someone else that knows how to do it better.
Well, you can, sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say like I just decided it's just easier I got Mike Lavin to shoot my last thing and it was just $100 for him to shoot it and edit it. That I was like, that's just way easier than spending all this money on crap.
You could also just take a bunch of shit, put it in a big bag and give it to a homeless person to sell. And then you're just improving someone's life.
Oh yeah.
And now he has a little job.
Yeah. Well, it's like
just sell garbage in my house.
I know. I need to get him like a phone so he can just take photos all day on the sidewalk of my clothes.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm sure they'll love it. Can you imagine being like, this is what homeless people really need?
And some homeless guy's like, I don't need to do this. I'm making decent money. He's like, I'm making a lot more money than taking your garbage on. I did finally clean out my closet.
That's good.
It took like a national pandemic and a civil war for me to clean out my closet, but I think it was worth it.
It is. We're getting so much stuff done now. Although I've hit a wall and become the laziest piece of shit ever.
That's not true. You put out a video yesterday.
Oh, that was Joe's video.
No, the joke.
Oh, that took like 5 seconds.
That still counts. I watched a whole first series of something. I watched, first of all, I watched Unsolved Mysteries. Did you get a chance to watch any of it?
I watched the very first one. We watched the Ray Rivera one. And then we started another one. And then this heat is making me, because in our living room, we don't have AC or a fan right now. I get drained by like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night.
Sarah, buy an air conditioner.
I know. I am.
Get it delivered. You don't even have to go buy it. Just order it online.
I'm going to. Except when you have the AC, you can't play your TV because it's too loud.
Okay, so this is what you have to do. I have an AC in the living room and an AC in the room. When I'm in the living room, I have the one in the bedroom on. It's like you have to work it out like that. And then when I'm in the bedroom, I have the one in the living room on. Otherwise, it is very loud.
Yeah. Well, Joe and I now we have an AC in here. So we put it on while we're in there, and then we say to each other, I'm going to take a dip in the pool. And
fun.
We walk into the bedroom and we call it the pool.
It is a great feeling when, like, I'll walk Suzu when it's so hot out, and then I'm like, it's so nice upstairs.
It's awful.
Ari asked me if I wanted to go hiking. I said, Ari, I'll go hiking when it gets cooler. I'm walking at night when it's cool. I'm not about, first of all, I don't love hiking. So go hiking in 95-degree weather. He's like, well, it'll be nice. I'm like, no, it won't. I'm not going to go hiking in 90-degree weather.
No, unless I went hiking with him and Joe and Bobby, and there was a nice waterfall at the end of the hike that we dipped in. That was perfect. But if there wasn't, it would have nightmare.
And it's so hot, and like The thing that I didn't like about hiking is you never know when it's going to end.
Yeah.
I got lost.
Lots of
It was
bugs.
It was the hardest thing I ever did. I got lost and I ended up hiking for 3.5 hours. My first time hiking.
It's awful. I actually think camping sucks, especially when you have to go to bed.
You know what I saw that they have if you go camping again? It's like a tent, but on legs. So it kind of has a bed in it already.
Oh, I saw that. Was that on Wayfair on your Instagram ads?
I don't know. First of all, I brought so much garbage. Let me show you these things I got.
Okay, this is the kind of content I'm into.
This is the content you're into, yeah. Hang on a second.
Did you get a new blow dryer, the Revlon one? That's a brush that everybody talks about because I'm thinking about getting that one.
Okay, I got it last year, and you should get it.
Okay.
And that is great. Hold on, I have to show you what I got. I'm going in the. Hold on. Okay. Look at this waste of garbage I got. Okay.
All right.
It's for your eyes. It's everything is from China. Like,
yeah,
every single thing is from China. These things.
Okay, and you put them in there.
Right, and then you put it on your eye, like this.
They're like little donuts. Oh, it's working.
You leave it on your eye like this for 15 minutes. I don't even know what this is.
Does it feel good?
It feels good because it's in the refrigerator, but I could have definitely just made this out of paper towel.
Or like,
and it's oil. That's all it is like a thing of oil.
Yeah, or cut up some cucumbers thinly and stick them on your eyes.
It looks like stuff that you would find in the bottom of your sink.
Yeah.
It's like oil and then like chunks of stuff.
I am so skeptical of skincare. I just feel like China is like, just put that stuff from their trash and then they're like, just put it in the fridge and then stick it on your face.
Okay, I got to tell you that I ordered that and I was like, all right, this is the last thing I ordered another thing that I never even got in the mail. I'm like disputing with PayPal.
Oh, that sucks.
Through
Amazon?
No. Oh. Through like Instagram or Facebook, you put it on your foot and then it eats the bottom of your foot. Like,
does it make it black or like it turns black?
No, that's another thing. That's like to take the toxins out. This is just for dry skin. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get that. Yeah. So I got it and I never even got it in the mail.
Oh, well, a lot of those times those Instagram ads are bullshit scam or it's drop shipping bullshit.
Yes. I mean, I did get it in the mail, but this was like $30.
That's
so
crazy.
Basically, yeah. $30
it's cucumbers.
It's not even cucumbers. It's like paper towels and oil. It's basically what I paid for: paper towels and oil, spray with a little Febreze. It's not even in English. I have no idea what this is.
You should Yelp it with that. It's paper towels with oil sprayed with Febreze.
And then like a little bit of like chunks from chicken.
Yeah.
It's like chicken chunks in the bottom.
Like saffron.
Yes. So
that's
now
probably why it's a lot.
I did it one time and now it's in my refrigerator.
But do you feel when you do it that you're really taking good care of yourself? Because sometimes it's the mental thing. I put a mud clay on my face and it smells like it came from the bottom of the pond and that smell will still last a day later. And I'm like, I don't really think this does anything, but it really makes me feel special for about an hour.
First of all, it says don't leave it on your face longer than 15 minutes, probably because you'll get a rash.
Yeah.
So God only knows what this is. It's so crazy. All that stuff. The one thing that I got online that I didn't regret was that brush that's like the dryer. The one you were
I want
talking
that.
about.
Yeah.
I got that last year and it was definitely some like from China, but it does really work well. I'll say this, it takes like 10 minutes to blow dry your hair out, but your hair gets like frizzy right after.
Yeah. This heat, so, I can't look good in this heat.
You're going to have to put something on your hair, like some type of dehumidifier or something. Your hair's not super kinky though, like my hair is.
It just gets that like light wave. Do you think you could put those eye masks maybe on Zuzu? Do you think she'd like those?
I think she would fucking eat it. I don't even think she would eat it, and she eats shit. I think if I gave this to her, she would turn her nose up at it.
I think you should start a dog skincare line.
I think white people would definitely fall for that.
Definitely. And you should just say it's a market that a lot of people don't realize, and dogs really need good skincare and they're aging faster.
Well, I'll take a picture of Zuzu from when she was like 1, and then I'll say that's what she looks like now. Say she's like 8 now.
Wait,
and she looks like she's going backwards in time.
You should also get the Just for Men beard brush and get those grays out of her beard.
That's actually not a bad idea. Or you ever see the other thing for
Do
ladies
before and afters for her.
You ever see the thing when ladies are too lazy to dye their hair and it's like a crayon you just color it in with?
Yeah, you can spray. That only works for brown. Somebody did that, like, as you get older, you start thinning like in this area a little bit.
Yeah.
You can get a spray that's just like spray paint. And it looks like your hair is a little bit fuller in that area.
Does it make it look thicker?
I don't know. I actually have a fear that when you go out in the heat, then all of a sudden you start getting like brown streaks going down.
You know what I think you could use too? Probably like crazy string. Just add it to your hair and you'll just see tons of volume.
Like just put it underneath so you can't see. Just put some crazy string right here.
And then push your hair down. Or, it's a good trick that this lady I used to work with. If you put your hair over and then you take a comb and then go like this to the underneath of it, it'll be like out to here. I mean, it's going to be so naughty, but you're going to you have full head of hair.
So full. And guys are going to be like, you look so healthy that you could make babies with me. And then you're like, I'm 70.
And they're like, but you look so fertile. Well, maybe what you really can do is put these things on your pussy. And that's actually be a better use of this product. Put this on your pussy because it has the opening for the eye. Stick it on your pussy, 15 minutes, and then your pussy will be nice and wet.
Nice and young looking, because mine's just dry and kind of falling apart.
Look, this is what I think you could use. I'm going to send these to you. I'm going to have Zuzu bring. You take this, make the opening a little bit bigger, and then you stick it right on your pussy. You can even figure yourself if you want while you have it on.
Or like I'll just have Joe have sex with me and the pounding will push those ingredients deeper into my vagina.
You could probably also put this on your asshole too.
I just picture you talking about this at the mall with your table and your little apron.
I'm like, guys, you can put this on your eye. You can also put this on your pussy and you can put it on your asshole.
It works for any opening that you're self-conscious about. Just stick it around. That's really good for smoker lines.
It's good to get the duck food. Look at this. Mama, am I pretty?
Put that on every hole of your body. It looks so good.
And then you take it off and you're rejuvenated.
Yeah.
Also, it smells like fake perfume. You know when you get perfume at like CVS?
Like Febreze, like you said.
Febreze smells better. This smells like fake perfume, like diamonds or whatever that garbage is.
Yeah.
What's that garbagey one? My grandmother used to always wear it.
Isn't that always weird when celebrities hawk a perfume, but then it's like just selling at Walgreens and you're like, who's buying this piece of shit? Like Britney Spears perfume at Walgreens.
What was that thing that they want to free?
Smell good.
Did you see that thing they want to free Britney Spears? I guess, what is she like under contract with her dad's in control of her life?
Yeah. And well, if you follow her on at least like on TikTok or on her social media.
I'm following her on Instagram.
She's crazy.
The sad thing about Britney Spears is she looks like such trash. Like the fact that they were able to take her from that trash environment, make her famous and beautiful, and now she's just the trash she always should have been. She actually just looks like Tanya Harding.
Yeah. I've always thought her eye makeup game was a little insane to me. Like you're always like this, Britney, can you just do this for 1 second? Like just.
She's like, no. Also, she's always doing dance videos.
They're not good.
I know. What I feel bad about for her.
They're like this.
She's so famous And I think she's always going to be famous, but she's never going to be like, for a while, she was just like it. She was on every single thing. And now she's on something, it's to make fun of her.
Yeah. Oh,
These things are so gross.
Well, if you go on TikTok, everybody has like there's these theories, like people have been leaving a comment on the previous video where it's like, Brittany, wear yellow and blink twice on your next video. And then her next video, she's wearing yellow and she blinks twice.
It's a conspiracy, or is she doing that first? Do you think she's just leaning into it?
Maybe. She comes off bonkers. I've even seen interviews of her when she was maybe what you would consider in her sane stage, in her height of her fame. And she still comes off crazy. She's like chewing gum in the interview, and she's like,
you can't get, like, white trash is going to always be white trash.
Yeah. You can't take that out.
If I could get an hour with her or a half hour, I could become her best friend.
I think so too.
That's going to be my new plan, is to just become Britney Spears' best friend. And then I'll just get all of her Instagram followers who will just hate my comedy.
I think she might like your comedy.
She might. She's trashy.
I definitely, instead of doing a free Britney, we should start our own hashtag campaign for you that's like, let me be Britney's friend.
Ooh, I want to be Britney's best friend.
Yeah. And then you'll be like, I'll help her get out, but then you make it worse.
I make it worse, whereas I'm her best friend. I make her apologize for that song, I'm a Slave for You or whatever. And I'm like, slavery's wrong.
Yeah.
And then we cancel her.
And then for animal cruelty, for the snake that she had. And
Baby Hit Me One More Time. There's also domestic violence.
Yeah.
Baby Hit Me One More Time.
Problematic.
People are getting hit all the time. She's very problematic. She's I think she's dating her dancer boyfriend or something.
It's so lonely.
Her backup dancer.
Would you want her life?
What am I having all of her life? Do I have her money, but like I'm locked in this house? Do I have to work out every day like she does?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. Like, would I still be able to do stand-up, or I'm just her?
I'll let you can do stand-up, because she definitely communicates through her social media.
Okay. Do I still have to go to Vegas and do those long shows?
Yes, you do.
I have to go to Vegas and pretend to be her and dance? I'm not that innocent. And I'll put this on my pussy and be like, I'm 5 years old.
I mean, she half-asses it. You could just phone it in too, where you're like, I'm a slave. Like, you know.
What was her other song that everyone liked?
I don't know, but I loved when she starts off with I'm Britney, bitch.
What was the one about being toxic? I'll sing that one.
Love is, you know how you're like can't find words? I can't think of her tune.
Love is toxic.
Yeah.
Love is toxic. That sounds like a song I would sing in the shower. In the shower, I always thought all my songs were killer. There's something about being in the water that makes you think your voice sounds good.
Oh, I was thinking about that early. Like I was singing in the shower. I'm like, if anyone's outside my shower right now, I'm wondering if they're like, who is that? She needs to do America's Got Talent.
As a kid, though, I would sing in the shower for so long. I used to do this other thing too, where I would we didn't have a lot of money, so this is what I would do. I would take a washcloth and put it on on the tile.
Yeah.
And then you could actually like draw on it, and then if you do it one way, it erases it, and then if you do it, then you can see it. I mean, if there's any kids out there listening to our podcast, use that. It's a good tool.
Yeah, definitely do that. That's what I was talking about with Joe, is like there's two things that I have. So sometimes I think I sound amazing, but now I know. But I remember in high school thinking like, I think I could legitimately sing. And then I remember my friend tape recorded me and then played it back. It was the worst. It was so bad. And then you're like, okay, well, that's good to know. At least that was a hard truth to deal with.
But don't you feel like you could sing if you had to do a song like this, like, everywhere I go? That's not that bad.
Or
Everyone
like,
can sing in that tempo. I don't think I could do a high note.
I try to do it where I'm like, Joe, does this sound where you're like, if you sing like this, like maybe in a Christian choir, or if I was in a Pentecostal family, like they would probably think if I was like, I'm just going to make up a fake Jesus Christian song where you're like, Jesus, I love you, Jesus.
It's actually not bad. It's very soothing to watch somebody sing or do hair. Can you do that again? Jesus. What if we made
Jesus is a man and he comes to my window.
But then he takes his dick out and jerks off. What if we had a Christian band, but it was just so derogatory? Like Jesus is always fucking everyone and doing bad stuff. Do you think we could hit it big?
I think so. Like where slowly people are like, I don't know if that's Jesus, and you're like, no, that's Jesus. That's the Jesus I know. And I sing about him in my button-up collared shirt with doilies on it.
You're like, Jesus came into my room and he took down my panties. And I said, no, Jesus, don't take down my panties. But then he said, it's good for you. And then I blacked out. Could we just
Jesus and his teachings, he comes on every Saturday and he closes the door and tells my parents to leave.
My parents are saying good. I'm tired of watching my kids. My parents are hillbillies and they let me get raped by Jesus. Jesus is a raper.
Thank you. I love Jesus.
Would the Christian community be upset by that?
Oh,
what would you do if we made it big and Christians went through this podcast and they went nuts?
First of all, if anybody is taking our like to think that people would be really upset, like Jesus does not rape, and you're like, no, he does.
I'd be like, Jesus has a small dick. That reminds me of did you watch The Golden State Killer? Everyone that he raped was like, he has a very small dick. You're like, how small are we talking? If you're a rapist, wouldn't you not rape because you wouldn't want to be known as a small dick raper?
Yeah, but that was the thing when we watched the Epstein and also the Harvey Weinstein thing that came out, that he had a small, weird penis or missing a ball bag.
Yeah, he had like an egg penis, someone said.
Yeah.
And you could tell that it was true because when they said it, he was like, he was almost crying.
No more questions.
He's like, I would love to answer this, but I have been directed by my attorneys not to answer anything. And you're like, oh, would you really love to answer this? How much would you love it?
I know.
On a scale of 1 not fucking kids to 10 really fucking kids.
That's just like a funny thing. It feels like that people know that really gets to rapists if you tell them that their penis is small.
I mean, I would think as a rapist, you would be like, I don't want people to know how small my dick is.
Yeah. I mean, then stop. You can't rape then.
You can, but you have to be the rapist that just goes down on women. That's the type of rapist you have to be. You just go down on women because your dick's too small.
That's really hard.
They're like, this rapist is awful, but he's doing a lot of good in the community. Yeah. Like, we're leaving our windows wide open. Hoping the eating out rapist will come in.
Like he's just it's so funny, or it's funny to think to just be like eaten out by.
Yeah, he's like, sit down on the bed, I'm gonna eat you out for an hour.
You're like, okay, what do I get out of it?
Look who woke up.
Oh,
Phoebe. Sue.
Sue.
She's so
I like
cute.
it. I definitely am in for the to dye her gray hairs.
I'm gonna get her dogs. What's it called?
Just for men?
It'll be just for Zoo.
Just for dogs.
She's getting really gray.
And
put this on her, rejuvenate her pup pussy.
You should get her some hair plugs too, so it's fuller.
All the dogs will be thinking her pussy's so great.
Like a little dog toupee.
It's 2.
Wow, that's for your butthole in your vagina.
Yeah, and then you could also switch. I wouldn't put the one on your butthole first and then on your vagina, but put it on your vagina first. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Now, We're towards the end. Is there anything that you want to promote?
I want to promote healthy teeth. Guys, brush your teeth out there. Also watch Unsolved Mysteries. And I watched another show that I think you might like. It's called Alone on Hulu.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things about that.
It starts at season 3, but I watched it in like 2 days, the whole season, because I have nothing to do.
You're just a TV connoisseur.
Well, I'm just like, at this rate, I'm watching so many murder, like crime shows that they're going to have to start murdering more people.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to run out of people to watch. So
you need more
Alone
content.
was pretty good. Watch that. Unsolved Mysteries, I was really into it. Watch it and we could talk about it.
I watched the Ray Rivera one. We can talk about that on the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, that was interesting. I don't know. Do I have anything coming up?
I don't. I have a QED show on Saturday, but this is
fun.
Before this show. And now I'm not doing Arlington Draft House. That's being postponed.
Why don't you just invite people to your house?
I would think so. I went to a small get-together in Brooklyn, and it was quite lovely.
Was it outside?
Yeah, we stayed outside, but I got so many mosquito bites all over my... I have
white
trash legs right now. I got so wasted.
I was like, Sarah, tell me more about this.
We should get wasted. So
I used to have an old joke. It wasn't that funny. I thought it was funny that I would go to this therapist, and you know they're always writing every session.
Yeah,
it was just him sketching me. That was funny as a joke. Guys, I just gave you a joke that I did 3 years in.
You know what? You should do that. Do a face camera joke, and you'll get more likes than any. You know what's crazy? You want to hear something crazy? So
Always.
Joe took a shit. And that was
I like where this is going.
So he took a shit, and he said he was so big. He sent a photo to his best friend, which he does all the time when they take crazy shits, and he talked about it on the podcast, and then it became this fodder of like how crazy. And then all these people have been DMing him being like, let me see that shit. So he put it on the Patreon, and he got several people to join the Patreon to look at this shit.
Just to see the shit.
Doesn't that just make you, it's so funny. You can work so hard on making art, and the one thing that you get the most feedback on is just creating a turd.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing to make.
Yeah, it's insane.
I thought it was your way of saying you wanted to start sending shit pictures to each other.
Adrienne, I think we should take our relationship to the next
level
and show each other our insane shits that we take. I kind of gag when I see another person's turd, especially someone that I know. Like if I see a turd on the street, I'm like, ew. But if I saw your turd, I would be like, I don't know.
What if I put a little bow on it in the toilet bowl and I made it prettier? I put like something nice on it. Weren't you gonna
like
make
parsley?
A thing called? No, weren't you gonna make a product called like glitter shit?
Oh yeah, that was in the early vag stages.
Yes, that was
where your turds come out covered in glitter.
I think what we should do for the Patreon, honestly, is just read parts of vag for real vaggies that want to hear the episode.
That makes sense. Somebody had sent us a timestamp of something that was really funny, and I listened to it the other day, and it was really funny.
Where was it?
It was about how you were trying to remember the 12. Is it the 12-step prayer? The one, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
That's the serenity prayer.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember the name of it. You couldn't remember to accept the things I cannot change, and something about like not changing and then doing whatever I want. Like
that's pretty funny. That's a fun snippet.
That was a fun snippet. It was at the end, so I appreciate it when somebody gave us a time stamp, because I never really fully listen. I'll just take out parts that. It's not like we do it all the time, but I only really listen is when we have to take out something that we regret saying or say a name in it. I don't regret any of it. I really don't think most of it's that bad, actually.
I don't think we said anything we get in trouble for. Did I say, oh, the Christian Jesus raping me stuff, maybe. Let's try and take Jesus to jail. Let's try and take it to court for raping us. Let's just sue Scientologists.
I'm all for that. Especially, I think we could take God to jail because didn't he come down and rape Mary?
Mary was asking for it. Did you see what she was wearing?
No, I don't. What was she wearing?
She had a very short skirt on.
And rope sandals?
Rope sandals, and she had a G-string on.
She probably wasn't wearing any underwear.
No. You got to let your pussy air out.
Yeah.
My mom used to always tell us that as kids, you got to let your pussy ventilate.
I agree. I think it's really healthy to that's the part of dealing with the heat I don't like is I feel like my lower half is just making soup down there. So gross. Because it's just hot and then like juices and
I know we never make any of the products we say we're going to make, but they have air conditioners for your face. They should just make it down for your puss.
Oh, I agree.
And they could keep the same way. Instead of it going like a loop around here, it goes from your pussy to your asshole.
Or I should just make like underwear that always stays at 50 degrees.
It's like Spanx.
Yeah.
You can make it something else. Like
it's always cool, like a cool gel in it.
Or you know what you can do too? If
Or
you use
icy hot.
Yeah, put some icy hot in your underwear.
But then it turns hot. I just wanted to stick to icy. Like maybe just put mint or menthol down there. Isn't that the cooling part?
Yeah, but I think we should work on the air conditioning part.
Okay, we'll work on that.
I also like strips. I think we talked about this before, like strips, how they put in car freshener, like air fresheners in the car. You just put like a strip down your asshole.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Make it smell better.
These are ideas. Guys, email us. We have emails, I think, for the next
emails
one.
Tomorrow.
vagpodcast@gmail.com. Like us on iTunes. Leave a comment.
Guys, yeah, tell us the things you think we're going to get canceled for.
Yeah, we love that. Just so we know what to put in our apology letter for later.
Let's just start every episode and say we're sorry. We're sorry for everything we've said.
Yes. And thanks for holding us accountable.
Yes. Guys, we love you. Thanks for following us and for the new people that joined the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk to you later. Oh, I also found the best. This is what we should put on Patreon. I found the best headshots.
Okay.
They're like my first headshots ever. They're in black and white. And in one of them, I'm wearing like a fireman hat. It is so awful, but so amazing. Or it's like a hard hat. I don't know how I convinced this guy. I think because he was like, oh, if you're an actor, if you want to do acting, you should take pictures like this.
Yeah.
I just have like a hard hat on. It's so retarded.
I'm in for that. I think I can find some of my old headshots too from like 15 or 20 years ago.
I have them somewhere. I put them on my phone, I think, but I had a bunch of them. I was like, this is hilarious.
That's perfect. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.